Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into a full review of the Torras Coolify Cyber 2025 neck fan, also marketed as a wearable air conditioner. It's been getting a lot of attention this summer, and with good reason. But is it actually worth the hype and the price tag? Let's take a closer look. Right out of the box, the Coolify Cyber looks like something from the future. It's sleek, solid, and clearly built with performance in mind. It doesn't feel cheap or flimsy. It feels like a serious piece of gear. The tech inside is pretty impressive too. It uses 3 cooling plates powered by thermoelectric technology, combined with graphene to help dissipate heat quickly. Add in multiple high-speed fans and a system of vents positioned to circulate air up, down, and all around your neck and face, and you've got a full-body cooling experience concentrated in a wearable device. Now, let's talk about how it actually feels. When you turn it on, you don't just feel a breeze. You feel cold metal plates pressing against your neck almost immediately, which creates this satisfying chill before the fans even spin up. Once the airflow kicks in, it pushes that cold sensation outward across your face, jaw, and upper chest. The vent design gives it what Torras calls 720-degree cooling, and it actually lives up to the name. The coverage feels immersive. Cool air seems to come at you from every angle. The sound level is noticeable, but not annoying. In a quiet room, you'll hear the fans working, but they're not loud enough to distract from conversations or media. Out in the open, the noise blends into the background. One of the best features is the smart app control. Instead of fumbling with small buttons, you can use your phone to switch between cooling, fan, or even heating modes. The app also lets you set timers, view battery levels, and toggle specific vents on or off. It gives you a lot more flexibility than just relying on the physical controls, and it feels intuitive once you get the hang of it. In terms of battery, you can expect about 3 to 4 hours when using the full cooling mode. If you're only using the fans, you can stretch that all the way to 15 hours, which makes it great for extended use in milder conditions. Charging is pretty quick too. It takes around an hour to reach 80%, and a full charge completes in roughly 3. It comes with a compact travel case and a right-angle USB-C cable, which adds a nice touch of portability and convenience. Now here's where the experience might vary depending on who you are. The Coolify Cyber has a firm, rigid structure that fits snugly around the neck. If you have a smaller or average-sized neck, it's going to feel secure, even when you're moving around or being active. But if your neck is on the thicker side, or if you don't like the feeling of something tight around your collar area, it can feel a bit restrictive. And because the device is on the heavier side, close to half a kilogram, it's not something you'll want to wear for 5 or 6 hours straight, especially if you're trying to relax, lie down, or recline. The cooling effect is especially impressive indoors or in shaded areas. You feel that chill instantly, and it keeps you comfortable in a way that regular fans just can't. Outdoors, it's still effective, but it has its limits. In direct sunlight or very high humidity, you'll still feel some relief, but it's not going to override intense environmental heat completely. That's not a fault of the device. It's just the reality of trying to compete with 100-degree weather on your neck. Where the Coolify Cyber really shines is in its performance and design. It cools quickly, evenly, and consistently. The air coverage feels immersive, not spotty or one-directional. The smart app control gives it a more modern, customizable experience that sets it apart from standard neck fans. The build quality is solid, and the battery life, especially in fan-only mode, is genuinely useful for longer stretches. On the downside, the weight and rigid fit make it less ideal for extended wear, especially if you're someone who's sensitive to pressure around your neck. The price is also steep, so if you're on a tight budget, it might feel like a luxury item. Outdoors in extreme heat, it works better than most, but don't expect it to work miracles. And while the heating mode is a cool feature in colder months, it can run a bit too hot, so you'll want to manage that carefully through the app. When compared to other popular options like the Ranvu A-Ice or Torras' own Coolify 2S, the Coolify Cyber clearly stands at the top in terms of tech, cooling intensity, and smart features. But it's not necessarily the best choice for every person or situation. If your top priority is lightweight comfort or long-wear flexibility, you might prefer a different model. And if you're mainly looking for something to use outside in blazing heat, you might be better off with a unit that's lighter, less snug, and more focused on airflow than plate-based cooling. So, should you get the Coolify Cyber? If you want the most high-tech, high-performance wearable cooling system on the market right now, and you're okay with the snug fit and premium price tag, it's absolutely worth considering. It's perfect for short bursts of intense cooling at the gym, while traveling, or during a heat wave indoors. But if you're after all-day comfort, or you have a larger neck and don't like that close-fitting feel, it might not be the best choice for you. Still, if you tend to run hot or you're shopping for someone who does, the Coolify Cyber is one of the smartest and most powerful options out there. It's not just another fan, it's a personal air conditioner you can wear around your neck. And in the middle of summer, that's not a bad thing to have.